So what? All these people always time or something. So I say that. Yeah, yeah. For the fame ain't changed shit with mine. All these people always time or something. Sorry, I'm so fly. So what?
First thing I have to say is this crazy, bro. All this paperwork that he done put out and didn't ever put out nothing about himself. Now it's all coming out. And I think that's from him messing with Baby Gangster. Um, People need to share Nina's boy stuff, bro, and post it everywhere. Cause you really need to put real rats out. And if this is true, then yeah, let's go. Oh, go comment, subscribe to the channel, press the like buttons, and yeah, let's get to it.
All these people always time or
Oh, what
something.
up? What up?
All this exposing, but you never expose yourself. It's crazy.
All right, Mike Chris, Mike Chris, Mike.
So I say that. Yeah, yeah. For the fame ain't changed shit with mine.
All right, YouTube. What's the big old deal, man? It's y'all favorite hood pod, the Big Unit Boy. We back cracking with another reaction, man. Hey, look, catch this game, man. It's only right when I speak life into content before we get to the content, man. So with that being said, man, uh, it, I be sitting back. I'm like, man, yeah, I be looking at like homies, you know what I'm saying? Like the loudest one, yelling loyalty be the first one to sign that paperwork, man. You know what I'm saying? That loudest one, look, man, be the first one, man. A fake homie don't need no enemies. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell quicker than an op could. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to have no scary people around you, man. You know what I'm saying? A scary person will snitch on you faster than an op would, man. You know what I'm saying? The same hands you use to feed will be the first hand that point you out in court, man. Make sure y'all remember that, man. Catch this game. The same hand you feed will be the first hand to point you out in court, man. You know what I'm saying? I think they all swear on their mamas and on the dead homies, but still be pointing and plotting on you. You know what I'm saying? You know, the snake don't need no truth, man. Just names to swear on. Catch that though. A snake don't need no truth, just a name to swear on, man. And that's on the dead homies. You know what I'm saying? Don't be fooled, man, by everybody putting that on their set that they telling the truth. Don't be fooled when somebody put it on their dead homies. You know what I'm saying? The coldest lie come in a dress and on their mama. You know what I'm saying? So y'all be careful on who y'all listen to, who y'all believe, and yeah, nigga, stay down. With that being said, man, let's get to this content, man. We got that boy Deuce M's. He's on fire. Y'all remember NBA Jam? Yeah, man. Deuce M's, man, he back with revenges, man. He back cracking on that boy Wack, man. Shout out to Deuce M's, man. Um, yeah, man. I said, wait a minute, hold on, man. What? He said, Wack 100, man, got some undercover information that he tried to wash off the internet, man. So let's see what Deuce M's is banging about, man. He actually got this content from the one and only DJ Akademiks. I mean, yeah. DJ Akademiks was the one, but I guess he found it. They saying that you couldn't find it nowhere. He had it scrubbed off the internet. But it looked like Wack must have forgot one place to look. And Deuce M's found that shit. He on your ass, Wack. So with that being said, man, let's get to the content though. Let's go.
You negotiated with the union. Okay. Well, matter of fact, hold on. Wes. Welcome to the Damu Keyway conversation. It's Duke Sims the Don. Hit that like button on your way in. It's like taking your chucks off at a gangster's front door. Show your respect, or we gonna take that respect. Besides that, Wack100 scrubs the internet of Deuce Sims World Star Hip Hop video, exposing him as a rat, informant, CS2 back. He ain't gonna even play with y'all. Let's get into it. This right here, subscribe if you ain't already subscribed. But this right here was taken down off of Akademiks page when I first dropped the World Star Hip Hop the World Star Hip Hop documentary. And we're gonna play the documentary at the end of this, so it'll be together. Let's get straight to it, man. I'm not gonna keep playing with these dudes. They're scrubbing the internet of all evidence. He was mad that Akademiks even reacted to it. But with 4 million views in 4 days, 3 million on World Star server and another million on World Star's YouTube page, you gotta react. The content is content. And Wack didn't like it, so he scrubbed it. But we found it on Big Act News. Y'all see that? A year ago. So look, I'm telling them DJ Akademiks hashtag Wack100, right? I send the link. I exposed the paperwork, then interviewed the victim, Stutterbox and Shaquille O'Neal business partner Mark Stevens. So Wack, he got so mad because his boyfriend or girlfriend, I don't know who's the power bottle, more than likely is Three Finger Back, right? But in any event, he got so disgusted. He said, I don't even care. Y'all hear what he said. Let's get to the content.
They exposed Wack in paperwork. Is it this? Let's see.
Go Figure TV. Back. Back Wack is over. Yes.
Dogs up under my name. I had a living beyond the means excuse. Coming in was all up on the different corporations.
Wack is claiming that FBI did not know his house was not in his name before entering his home, and once they found his paperwork...
Let me see if I can find this. Is it this?
Wack100, most famously known for arguing on Clubhouse, has been exposed as an confidential informant in paperwork recently released by defendant Money Mark and Stutterbox.
Guess which student has a better chance of getting into an Ivy League school? First, take a look at Zach. He's valedictorian, National Merit Scholar, and he's president of the debate team. He's got a 4.4 weighted GPA and a near perfect score on the SAT.
You want ads that drive results. That's why we built Roku Ads Manager. Sign up at ads.roku.com.
Go ahead and fix
El sabor sabroso de Luisiana y el crujiente signature chicken de...
Let's go.
Of Money Mark, who was the main defendant in this case, confirming Wack is back. Let's take a look back to when Wack himself spoke on this case and admitted to meeting with the feds and also saying they owe him a favor.
Once they hit my motherfucking home office, that's when they called the search off. Because in the home office, he then discovered the house and cars and everything they thought was up under my name, that had that living beyond the means excuse to come in there, was all up under different corporations.
Wack is claiming that FBI did not know his house was not in his name before entering his home, and once they found his paperwork in his home office, they called off the search. How does the FBI not have this information prior to search warrant?
My attorney, we go down to the federal building on Wilshire Boulevard, right there to 405. We go up top. Now, I get up top, I'm tripping, nigga. So when I tell the motherfuckers, hey, look, y'all raided my house, Y'all had motherfuckers cuffed up in my house. Y'all did all this shit, and y'all know damn well I was clean. Y'all embarrassed me. This, that. We filed the suit. When we get outside with my attorney, 2 officers that's depicted in there came to the front of me and my attorney and said, hey, look, man, let this shit go. This shit gonna fuck. This ain't gonna look good on us. We didn't know you. That boy put us on you, right?
Wait,
But we'll owe you one.
Wack is explaining going down.
All right, so what y'all think about that, chat? Come on, gang. First of all, what do you have to do to invade somebody's house? You have to go get a search warrant. A judge has to sign off on that. So basically, he basically saying the feds told him, "Hey, don't sue. Let this go. We go owe you one." Nigga, they got too much fucking money, bro. Too much money, bro. They not, man. I don't know, chat. You know what I'm saying? Right now, a lot of stuff Wack say just don't be adding up, gang. You see what I'm saying? And this is hearsay, but one thing I can tell you is that he just admitted that he sued, right? If he sued the FBI, right, that should be public record. There's no way you can hide that. So for any one of y'all that be out there doing that private eye detective shit, you should be able to find that, pull that shit up if he actually, you know what I'm talking about? Let's go.
Down to the federal building tripping and basically the detectives telling him on the spot that Stutterbox told us on you. This seems a little odd that detectives would give up someone who is supposedly working for them name, and also beg to drop the lawsuit and let us owe you a favor. Wack has told this story on several occasions, changing it up a little each time.
When I got up to the top floor, we went to go get my personal belongings, me and my attorney. When I saw the 2 women with that FBI flag jackets come out, that's the.
So he got to the top floor to get with his attorney to get his belongings that they had took. That's what he said.
Wack would always invite to dinner when
Look
we
how
were on the strip. That's when
Akademiks
I knew what time we were. When we come off the elevator, I see a bunch of people in FBI flag jackets. Guess who one of the persons I see? The fucking female from New Orleans that asked about the 5 keys.
Sounds like a scene from Power. Was it 1 or was it 2 women? Now Wack100 decides to use his favor the detective promised him and calls it in. Listen to how easy it is for Wack100 to get the information. These is words coming from Wack, and like he always says, the truth could never be considered disrespect.
I'm sitting back, I call my attorney. I said, hey, yo, call that officer, I need to have a word with him. Yo, didn't you say that Stutterbox is a cooperant for you? Yeah. Documented on paper. Yeah, documented. He's a CI. Been that for 6-7 years. You got the paper and all, whatever y'all use. Yeah, we got that. Okay, yo, contact this dude. Have them call Stutterbox to the stand. Yeah, I called it in that day, and I did sue, but I used the card and that was it.
Stutterbox alleges that Wack100 was caught on a wiretap with Dale Dog conspiring to commit murder. This is why his house was raided and led him to working with the police as back. Stutterbox explains to Juice M's that Wack gave up his address.
His house got raided because he was on the wiretap with Dog,
What is Mark saying I had to do with the case, bro?
Like, listen, in the paperwork, it said you tried to call Dog, remember?
I tried to
and he
call
won't take your call. I sent it to you. And he said,
I talked to Dog. I talked to Dog. That whole Main Street shit, that was your play. I had nothing to do with it. I was a victim. I was a victim.
There you have it. Wack admitting to being a victim on the case, talking to Dale Dog, and also saying Money Mark was completely right.
Dude that spoke on Shaq, he's completely right, because I was caught up in the middle of all that.
Stutterbox said you in my paperwork on wiretap, right?
So Stutterbox confirmed that Wack was included in his paperwork
on the Main Street.
On the Main Street case,
which he wasn't charged. But this guy is saying the only person that was arrested
was Cash Jones.
If Greg's credibility hurts the findings of the entire task force or not?
Huggies Fast Absorbing Core versus 3Ps. Will it leak? 1P.
Hey, hit that like button if you ain't already did it. Subscribe to the channel.
Oh, there were no arrests made other than Cash Jones.
But when you get the discovery was part of that, the actual wiretap, the whole transcript. I got the whole transcript. whole transcripts of the whole wiretap. And do you, in that paperwork, do you see your conversation?
Look, he's scratching his head.
Do you see your conversation?
Akademiks does not want to be there.
That was the initiating. That was the initiating when they started recording. Right. And
I want y'all to see that.
In the paperwork, they put him as, they put him as Jack, D-A-C-K. And I kept asking
the Wack boy in a minute.
The lawyer, like, who the fuck is, I ain't talking to no Wack.
Nasty.
And they said, nah, that's Wack. So they put him as Wack.
No, what it is that Wack then texted him and told him, "If you react to that, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna unalive you." That's what Wack then told him. That's what it is. That's why he's sitting there like that.
Because he a brother. So
Wow.
If you're a man who makes at least 150K a year and you feel self-conscious about your gut sticking out, I'll get you shredded or you won't pay a dime. I'm talking Chris Hemsworth's Thor or Brad Pitt in Fight Club level of ripped, and we're going to do so with an exclusive, fully tailored, white-gloved approach that the average Joe will never have access to. So keep watching. I'm John Madsen, founder of Superhuman. We help high-income men get shredded without spending the entire day working out and putting chicken and lettuce in a plastic container like the broke gym junkie who has no life outside the gym. Financial success with a soft and weak body.
All right, man. Hey, if this is what y'all trying to get Wack down with, man, this shit was boring as hell, man. Wack ain't guilty, man. Like, I'm sorry to say. Wack is one of them niggas like, yo, he's like a cockroach, bro. Like, if you gonna come for him, you gotta come from the right. You gotta make sure you come from right. This shit looked like he was trying to put me to sleep, and unfortunately, who knows if they have any points in this, but I just don't care anymore. I'm sorry to say. So again, if someone has succinctly a way to put this out and they have like personal testimonies rather than be like, yo, ask somebody else, I would gladly hear them out. But honestly, at this point, I don't really have.
It's his voice on there. It's his voice. It's Wack 100 voice. He's the one talking. So what are you talking about? Crazy.
Anything to say about that shit?
If they have personal accounts, nigga, we interviewed Mark Stevens, who was the target, him and Shaquille O'Neal. We interviewed Stutterbox, who was the actual victim and a cooperant, and an informant, right? A rat. And that's not good for you. Since when did you set the standard to be able to determine whether or not somebody was a rat? Last time I heard you say you was always on team rat, team snitch. I'm just saying though, y'all gotta stop giving these dudes who got a lot of subscribers and make money because they got a popular. He's popular about hip hop shit and built his platform off the backs of the violence in Chicago. That don't make this nigga gang. That nigga don't got no say so on what's going on in the street. Who's good and who's not. But anyway, I guess it's a figment of his imagination, and he got a false sense of reality, like he sets the standard, nigga. A rat is a rat is a rat is a rat.
So I said, Ack, you look sleepy as fuck watching. Of course, nigga. I'm like, nigga, I was about to fall asleep watching this bullshit, man. Get this out of here, man. Shit. I think Wack said cooperate, nigga. I don't even give a fuck. The hell?
Oh, now you don't give a fuck if Wack's a cooperative.
Let me get into some like nerd.
He said now he doesn't even give a fuck if Wack's a cooperative. So why would you run it anyway?
Every month, this Airbnb pays me in semi-passive income. Now, here's the thing. I don't own...
That's the nasty work.
Nerd shit real quick. It'll get my blood going a little bit. Keep me up. Yo, so chat. This is so interesting what's going on with like TikTok and Universal. Like this is like a
so
really
we gonna go ahead and in that there. We got that. But yeah, Wack got him to scrub that off of Akademiks' big page. That's Big Act News, right? That one only got like 40,000, but it was still up. So I wanted to make sure that I got that up here. Let me go ahead and close that off before they ever take it down, so that we could prove the how big that was, right? Let me see what we gonna do. We gonna go ahead and go to the documentary. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who don't know, you could go to the Active Chucks page. You know.
Oh my God, bro. Why you do that? Why you just cry like that?
She just cussed me out. I told her you was too far. And she, yeah, I'm talking about you. Don't look at me like that. Action! Action!
Dude, don't hit my phone, bro. Got me messed up. Don't hit my phone, bro. Yeah, don't hit my phone, bro. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, back. I gotta get back on this computer, girl. And I can't hold you while I'm on the computer, girl. I can't hold you while I'm on the computer. So I gotta get back on the computer. And I can't hold you while I'm on the computer. It's just
You know what
not
I'm
gonna work.
saying?
Look, and you wanna
If
touch,
you want to get this
look, you
documentary
just
and
touched
watch
my,
it yourself.
you just touched my stuff. You just started my stuff. You see that? I can't do this. I can't do this. There you go. There you go. There you go, baby. Why you shaking your head? There you go, baby. What?
You're gonna fall. You're gonna fall. You twerking.
All right, let me finish this out.
Maya,
After the watch over this
you're gonna
video,
fall.
um, we gonna go ahead and run that for y'all. Um,
Girl. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. God damn, yeah. God damn. We need to bring the whole chair in here. Yeah. Yeah. Look, I gotta do my thing. Who you reaching out to? Who you reaching out to? There's nobody over there. There's nobody. Who? Who else you reaching out to? Oh, look. Oh, come on. Oh, okay, baby. Okay. Okay. Maybe she sees shit we don't see. You know how babies machine shit. Okay, not your favorite slow duration. Okay, baby. Okay. Okay, baby. Her nose is like running. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay, baby. All right. Now I get
Beg, beg pardon. Let me see. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Let's go. I'm a keyway. Let me start it over. Oh, y'all can't even see
Dude
it.
that spoke on Shaq is completely right because I was caught up in the middle of all that.
I was caught up in the middle of all that.
Look, I was trying to strike you. Yeah, that's it. We need you.
Dude that spoke on Shaq is completely right because I was caught up in the middle of all that.
Well, first of all, there were no arrests made other than Cash Jones.
Wack100, most famously known for arguing on Clubhouse, has been exposed as an confidential informant in paperwork recently released by defendant Money Mark and Stutterbox. Before we play the recording of Money Mark, who was the main defendant in this case, confirming Wack is back, let's take a look back to when Wack himself spoke on this case and admitted to meeting with the feds and also saying they owe him a favor.
But once they hit my motherfucking home office, that's when they called the search off. Because in the home office, it then discovered the house and cars and everything they thought was up under my name, that had that living beyond the means excuse to come in there, was all up under different corporations.
Wack is claiming that FBI did not know his house was not in his name before entering his home, and once they found his paperwork in his home office, they called off the search. How does the FBI not have this information prior to search warrant?
My attorney, we go down to the federal building on Wilshire Boulevard, right up to 405. We go up top. Now, I get up top, I'm tripping, nigga. So when I tell the motherfuckers, hey, look, y'all raided my house. Y'all had motherfuckers cuffed up in my house. Y'all did all this shit, and y'all know damn well I was clean. Y'all embarrassed me, this, that. We filed a suit. When we get outside with my attorney, two officers that's depicted in there came to the front of me and my attorney said, hey, look, man, let this shit go. This shit gonna fuck, this ain't gonna look good on us. We didn't know you. That boy put us on you, right? But we'll owe you one.
Wack is explaining going down to the federal building tripping and basically the detectives telling him on the spot that Stutterbox told us on you. This seems a little odd that detectives would give up someone who is supposedly working for them name, and also beg to drop the lawsuit and let us owe you a favor. Wack has told this story on several occasions, changing it up a little each time.
When I got up to the top floor, we went to go get my personal belongings, me and my attorney, when I saw the two women with that FBI flag jackets come out, that Stutterbox would always invite to dinner when we was eating at Stevie's on the strip, that's when I knew what time it was. When we come off the elevator, I see a bunch of people in FBI flag jackets. Guess who one of the persons I see? the fucking female from New Orleans that asked about the 5 keys.
Sounds like a scene from Power. Was it one or was it two woman? Now Wack100 decides to use his favor the detective promised him and calls it in. Listen to how easy it is for Wack100 to get the information. These is words coming from Wack, and like he always says, the truth could never be considered disrespect.
I'm sitting back, I call my attorney. I said, hey, yo, call that officer, I need to have a word with him. Yo, didn't you say that Stutterbox is a cooperant for you? Yeah. Documented on paper. Yeah, documented. He's a CI. Been that for 6-7 years. You got the paper and all, whatever y'all use. Yeah, we got that. Okay, yo, contact this dude. Have them call Stutterbox to the stand. Yeah, I called it in that day, and I did sue, but I used the card, and that was it.
Stutterbox alleges that Wack100 was caught on a wiretap with Dale Dog conspiring to commit murder. This is why his house was raided and led him to working with the police's back.
Wait a minute. So you think that you asked? So you all right? So let's listen to this, right? So the feds told him, "Hey, don't sue. We gonna owe you one." You actually are having them do missions for you and pull paperwork and all this crazy shit. Then you double back and still sue? Man, that give them all more reason to be tracking your ass up, because basically they said it was gonna look bad. How much money did you get from it? If you sued, what did you sue for? You see what I'm saying? It had to be a dollar amount. So that should be public record if you sue, right? So that's how you could eliminate all of this crazy stuff, because you told the feds you wasn't gonna sue, and they said they owed you a favor. They returned the favor. You sent them on a little mission to do what you needed them to do, and then you still sued, bro. And you mean to tell me that ain't nobody looking at you? You don't play with the feds like that, nigga. If they gave you their word and you gave them your word, and then you break your word, and you think they not gonna look at? Come on, gang. That ain't adding up, bro. I don't know, man. Y'all be the judge and the jury of that. I don't believe that Wack100 actually sued and won. You see what I'm saying? You said you sued for number one. And anytime you sue the feds, bro, and you still in the streets, you run around here threatening people on these platforms and shit, on known platforms, I'm pretty sure, they got all the footage of No Jumper and all that crazy shit, bro. They have to be looking at you, bro. Especially if you said that you wasn't gonna sue and you worked out a deal, so you used them. See, the feds don't like you to fuck them over. You can't play with the feds like that and think, oh, it's all good. You got me, I got you now. It's all good, baby. No, it don't work like that, man. Like, come on, man. I don't know about y'all, but hey, man, use your eyes, use your ears, man, and pick up what's going on this content, man. Let's go.
Stutterbox explains to Juice M's that Wack gave up his address.
His house got raided because he was on the wiretap with Dog,
What is Mark saying I had to do with the case, bro?
Right, listen, in the paperwork, it said you tried to call Dog, remember?
I tried to
and he
call
won't take your call. I sent it to you. And he said,
I talked to Dog. That whole Main Street shit, that was your play. I had nothing to do with it. I was a victim.
There you have it. Wack admitting to being a victim on the case, talking to Dale Dog, and also saying Money Mark was completely right.
Dude that spoke on Shaq, he's completely right, because I was caught up in the middle of all that.
Assalamu alaikum. Are you thinking about buying a franchise business? Don't.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. It's in the pulse of those who...
Stutterbox said you in my paperwork on wiretap, right?
So Stutterbox confirmed that Wack was included in his paperwork.
On the Main Street.
On the Main Street case.
Which he wasn't charged. But this guy's saying the only person that was arrested
was Cash Jones.
If Greg's credibility hurts the findings of the entire task force or not?
Well, first of all, there were no arrests made other than Cash Jones.
But when you get the discovery, was part of that.
Oh, that look bad, gang.
Actual wiretap.
That's bad.
The whole transcript. I got the whole transcript. The whole transcripts of the whole wiretap. And do you that paperwork? Do you see your conversation with Do you see your conversation with Cash Jones in the transcript? That was the initiating. When they started recording. Right. in the paperwork they put him at. Now the paperwork they put him at Wack, BACK, and I kept asking
the Wack boy in a minute.
The lawyer, like, who the fuck is? I ain't talked to no Wack.
Nasty.
And they said, nah, that's Wack. So they put him in Wack because he a brother. So it's
wow.
Okay. Was this Wack also referred as confidential source number 2? Yes, sir. Correct. Well,
that's nasty work. We don't even need to play no more of that. You got.
Met him with the homie Stutterbox. That's how I first came to meet Wack, was through the homie Stutterbox, right? And when I met him, dude was driving trucks, seemed to be cool. Fox was like, yo, this was his neighbor across the street. He seemed to be cool. When Stutterbox defected, Wack picked up the phone and was basically being the interim, the middleman, because he was telling me Stutterbox was defected, and I was like, okay, but my whole thing is, if he defected, why are you fucking with him?
Right. So he says that Stutterbox is defected, and then you get some phone calls asking to speak to someone else, right?
Yeah, he called me. He called me, man. It was a series of calls, 4 or 5 calls. He wanted to reach out to the homie, rest in peace, Dale, though. And I don't give out nobody mad.
Right.
So I called the homie, Dale, dog. I'm like, yo, homie, you want to holler at this dude or what? Because he keep calling me. And he was like, nah, I'm good on that. I don't want to holler at dude.
So at some point, you get a
Oh, you don't want to do no hollering?
Wack100 Cash Jones.
Hell no.
And when he contact you, what did he contact you concerning?
He wanted to reach out to Dale Dog, rest in peace. And he wanted to give Dale Dog some information that he had gotten from Stutterbox, right? It's like he was getting information from Stutterbox on what his plan was and what the get down was going to be. And he wanted to talk to the homie and talk to him. And Dog wasn't getting on the line with him. And he kept blowing me up because he wanted me to get him on the line.
Smart man. Rest in peace to Dale Dog, man. So he's talking about the phones is being compromised. Is that one of the things that he told you?
Well, the homie Dale Dog never trusted you. Right. So Dog didn't know was the lines compromised or was they wired up for sound or not. He just wasn't going to chance it.
Now let's jump into 2 more situations Wack100 himself discussed about his encounters with the FBI.
Fans just called my phone 2 hours ago.
What are you talking about?
I seen the shit, right? So first, I've been trying to get game passport cleared. I said, maybe it's the, the passport people, right? So I said, I ain't gonna answer. Let me put the recorder on, then call. I called back. Niggas straight feds. So they asked me, have I been threatened? I said, what? What are you talking about? They talking about the boy, right? So that let me know they on his line. They didn't heard something.
Information has been provided that you've had some disagreements with Mr. Prince. Are you familiar with him?
I know who he is, but I don't have no issues with Mr. Prince.
Okay. So,
a disagreement is a disagreement.
All right, so let's be clear, bro. The shit that he do, look, you mean to tell me that you recorded a federal agent? You recorded a federal agent and you're playing it on platforms, bro? That's a lawsuit within itself, gang. You cannot record a shit. Nowadays, your wife can't even record you while you calling, nigga. That is extremely illegal. You see what I'm saying? So, bro, you have you give them ammo to look at you, bro. You see what I'm saying? Here go another situation. Not the Dale Dog situation, but the Jay Prince situation. You're recording federal agents calling your phone, bro, and you're playing it on major platforms and shit. That is crazy, bro. You're compromising that agent, man. That's crazy. I could definitely see them looking under your motherfucking hood and see if that car is dirty, bro. Let's go.
I don't know how that factors in the FBI.
think Mr. Jones, all the YouTube videos going back and forth with him calling you a snitch and you calling him one, and all of that would be where we received information that there was possibly a disagreement.
Imagine bringing your side project to life just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Wack.
This nigga is committing crimes, getting away with that shit at the highest level. This is the feds, bro. This the feds, bro. You know it's illegal to record a federal agent, bro, and you putting it on you. Come on, cuz. Come on. You see they watch? Man, bro, you mean to tell me that you so squeaky clean that they not looking at you for nothing, gang? All right, let's go.
Hired a crisis actor to impersonate the FBI. He posted a screenshot of his call log and bureau was spelled wrong. Was this Wack way of alerting the authorities he has issues with J Prince? Wack has threatened 9,000 people on the internet, threatened to put a bag on people's head, claim he supplied guns to gangs.
Those same niggas you talking about when they went to war, guess who they had to come see to get their tools, bro? Big you all up. Wack. Crip niggas gotta come see me.
Why would the FBI be calling a big-time gangster like Wack100 to make sure he's okay? Unless there is a relationship between the two parties, which could have started when the felon was caught in Texas with firearms. Wack has accused rapper T.I. of snitching for only serving 1 year for illegal firearms.
Yeah, you
claiming
right.
that there was no way he could have only got that little time without telling.
Right.
Wack100 alone with his brother was arrested in Texas for unlawful carrying of a firearm by a felon. There was never a court date, no discovery on file, just a brief in support of motion to suppress. The case was dropped in 2011 in the interest of justice. Wack needs to do what he asked everyone else to do. Produce the paperwork, not just the order to dismiss. Explain how a felon gets caught with guns crossing state lines. What happened to your co-defendant?
Great ideas can come from anywhere. With Wix, you decide where they go.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, y'all, man, look, we gonna leave it right there, man. Y'all could, hey, look, bro. It doesn't take a, yeah, y'all right. Yeah, she never did identify herself. Yeah, you know, but why would you even go to that extreme measure to even, troll some shit like that, bro? That means you got something to hide. Only somebody that's lying that got something to hide would do some crazy ish like that. But like I said, man, y'all stay tuned. We got more content coming. If y'all new to the channel, don't forget to sub up, man. And let's get it cracking, man. And for all my ones that's rocking with me, man, make sure y'all hit the like button, comment, subscribe. And I'm gonna see y'all.
Yeah. Go like, comment, subscribe to this. That's crazy. It's real crazy, bro. All right, I'm out.